It's a beautiful crisp autumn morning. The sun is just about to come up. There's a little bit of dew on the thatch. So we're now going to get the thatch organised into bundles, ready to be laid on the roof. I got these strings pre-cut, which I'll reuse to tie the bundles. This is going to take a while, but I've thought of an idea to make it a little bit faster. Now, I noticed when I was cutting the rush that it slid past itself very easily, and that caused some issues with forming the piles to then get onto the trailer. But it's given me an idea of how it can make it easier to form the bundles. What I need is some sort of elongated box to lay the thatch into, or lay the rush into. It can all slide to the end, and then I can just put a rope around it. Fortunately, I have something like that. Now here is my wash plant. This is what I run my dirt samples through when I'm looking for gold. And I think I'll grab this, clean it out. I'll check it for gold later, and this will do admirably. And this is one of the things, you know, people look at my yard and think, oh my God, what a mess. But it's full of all sorts of useful stuff. I really should make a new one of these. I'm left-handed, so I think I want this over there. Now, excuse my back, but I have work to do. That's working brilliantly. Much faster. And also gives me a good idea of when a bundle's done, because when the box is full, I can say that's it, and I'll get a nice consistent bundle size. It was in preparing these bundles that I learnt a lesson about harvesting rush, and that is that you don't cut it too low. You want to cut it high enough so that all the individual leaves of the rush are separated. Otherwise you've got to spend all this time trimming them and then dividing them, and that's just annoying. Oh, look at this. Push it behind there and then slide it down. What could be easier? Well, actually, a tin roof. A tin roof would be easier. Yes, I'll pay that. That bundle might be a bit small. Alright, well note to self, make sure that you really fill the box up. Eventually I worked out that having the box at the front of the trailer was easier than at the side. By pulling all the rush towards me, I was essentially pre-combing it before I put it in the box, ready to be tied and bundled. Well, I've got about 2/3 of the trailer done. I don't know how many bundles I've got, but it's a long way from the calculated 400 that I'm going to need. I'm going to stop for some breakfast now, but I'll catch you guys in the next video. But this, having some sort of box to lay the rush in, to bundle it, it just makes it so much easier. One of the things that's exciting me is I can start to see the promise of what the roof is going to look like in the ends of the neater ends of these bundles, and that's really getting me excited. Even my back's sore, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, my hands are covered in this sort of muck that is between the leaves of the rush, and I'm getting it all over myself when I'm separating them. But I'm really looking forward to starting to lay this, and that's what I'll be doing in the next video. So I hope you join me, and so you don't miss it, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification. Now, if you're ever silly enough to do this yourself, I would recommend some sort of open box like this. The only change I would make is putting a board down the end, or having an end on the open box, so that the bundles come out with a more squarer end rather than slanted as they're coming out of here. And I think doing the rest of the trailer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip a board underneath there with a brick to hold it in place, and that'll give me a much neater bundle. But for now, I will see you in the comments, and if you've got any questions, any suggestions, please, because I'm doing this for the first time, and I would love suggestions. But anyway, I'll talk to you online. Bye bye.